Hey YouTube, how you doing? I am here at Monadnock State Park in Jaffrey, New Hampshire. I'm doing some tent camping tonight with some friends at a campsite. We're not allowed to camp anywhere but campsites in this area. It's kind of mostly the way it is in England, unfortunately, unless you just do some stealth camping. But I'm getting settled in here for the night. I've got some body warmers on my shoulders. Hopefully I'll keep my shoulders warm tonight. They feel a little too warm right now, but hopefully that'll be nice in a little bit. So I'm heading to sleep. See you in the morning. Good night. Hey YouTube, how you doing? I'm here in Jaffrey, New Hampshire at Monadnock State Park. We're about to summit Mount Monadnock with a few friends. See you soon.
Here comes the brain patrol, trying to find our way up the mountain. There's only two different ways. Come on, Dan, you can do it. You can do it. So this is us a half hour after hiking up Mount Monadnock.
This much of a map we've made through this
I think we did half an inch on the map. And we're having our first, maybe second break actually.
Gotta be like thrash metal.
You gotta
So it looks
strut.
like
You
we're
gotta
doing
strut
some
your
hardcore
stuff,
stuff.
Michelle. Go, Dan, strut. Where you were watching. Very steep.
I'll be able to tell exactly where we are on this grade.
Look at Dan go. Woohoo! Dun 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 dun. Funky tree. How do you guys do this without trekking poles?
I find it easier.
Be careful.
I don't know how you do it with trekking.
The Three Musketeers. Dan, I can see your van from here.
Yeah.
So these guys are mad at me. They think I took them the hard way. But
Yeah.
that remains to be seen when the internet is checked again, when we have Wi-Fi, when I'm safe in my own home.
The internet is always true.
Can't put on the internet if it's not true. Ouch. So I'm trying to heat up some water here on top of Mount Monadnock without catching my foot on fire. It's really windy and I don't have a decent windscreen. After that water boils, I'm going to pour it in this bag in my couscous. Have me a nice meal. So out in this wind, it pretty much took a whole tab to boil the water. About 1.5, 2 cups of water. There's my lunch in a few minutes. So yeah, that happened. I met Dan Travels and Michelle. We had an awesome weekend. They're great people. We climbed Mount Monadnock. It was brutal, but we did it.
The first night I slept in a tent, I put the hand warmers on, and they actually were too hot against my skin, so I got to think of a different solution to that. The second night I slept in the van, right next to Dan Travel's van, and for some reason the cops came at 2 in the morning. I didn't put my shades up at all because I basically had a right to be there. You know, we paid for a campsite and I was too tired. So the plan was just tell them I got cold and I'm sleeping in my car, you know. So the cops came at 2 a.m. Just one came to the door. He was very nice. He just kept asking me if I was okay, basically. And I just explained, yeah, I got a campsite and this and that. He's like, well, there's that other car down the parking lot, your friends? I'm like, no, we drove together. And then he's like, what about this van over here? Who's that? Who's in that? So I had to think quick what to say. I didn't want to blow up Dan's spot. And I knew if they knocked on Dan's door, he wasn't going to answer because he had every right to be there too. You know, our cars were registered at the campsite. So I was like, I just turned around and pretended I didn't even know it was there. And he says, I don't know. They're like, so he's not affiliated with your party? I was like, no. And I guess they did knock on his door, so that's good. But he just kept asking me if I'm all right. I'm like, you want to come in and keep whatever? I don't know. I don't know why he kept asking me that, but he's like, well, if you're okay, you're all set then. So that was. But yeah, it's a rude awakening to get woken up like that with flashlights in your eyes and stuff. The nasty thing that happened was by Monday morning, the little porta potties were really full, disgusting and dirty. And I was kind of turning, and I touched the nasty urinal with my bare ass. That was gross. But ugh. But other than that, we had a great weekend. A good time was had by all. And I want to thank Dan and Michelle for coming down, and my friend Nick for going with me. And it was a good time. Thanks for watching. Take care.